Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Cruz, and today I'm going to challenge myself to try to build a pedal board out of those pedals.
There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make it a fair amount of detail.
This is the rack of messiness. I'm going to be taking some of these pedals and turning it into a pedal board. These are just random pedals that I have laying around. Nothing too extravagant. Probably going to go with the DD5, JOYO Vintage Overdrive, NEUNABER Wet, SL Drive, carbon copy, and the volume pedal. And we're going to see if we can get some sort of switch to give the tempo to the DD5. The idea behind this little build is I want to try to recreate my normal pedal board right here. Getting some dual delays like what I have with the El Capitan and DD5, volume pedal for swells, reverb, which I'm now using the Matthews Effects Astronomer for. Yeah, and just see what we can do. Okay, so I'm gonna make this nice and easy. I do have this pedal train 1 that I have left over that I don't use anymore, but I actually think it's a little too big for what we're gonna build. So I found this flatboard that I used to use when I was using my Fractal Audio AX8s, which I no longer have. I think it's a good size. A little bit smaller than the pedal board. I don't know the dimensions off the top of my head, but I think it'll work. I also happen to have some extra power cables, extra patch cables, and this one spot lying around. My daughter's gonna now hand me some pedals, and let's get this thing going.
And we're getting a picture on the TV. Yeah, a good picture. There's a great deal of contrast.
Keep in mind, I'm not gonna make everything pretty. I'm just gonna make it functional so it can work and we can get some sounds out of this thing. So don't judge the wiring.
Fair amount of detail.
My OCD is kicking in pretty hard right now, but we're gonna keep going. So it looks like we've got power to everything. Now, let's see what this thing sounds like. As I warned you, it is not the prettiest setup. This is I know it's covered and it doesn't seem like it is, but it's actually a JOYO Vintage Overdrive. A $40 pedal. You can get it for about $25 now. This is an XOTIC SL drive. You can find this for under $100. This is an ERNIE Ball VP Junior. Used, you can find it for under $100. This is a Boss DD5. This is a JHS red switch. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna fail in front of you if it fails. That's going into the tap tempo portion, so we'll see if that actually works out for me. This is an MXR carbon copy, analog delay, and this is a NEUNABER stereo wet reverb. If I did everything correctly, I should have signal from my Nash T52. Alright, that works. This is the Vintage Overdrive. Alright, so I'm going to boost the volume a little bit. Lower the gain back a little bit, pretty much back it off all the way. Gain is off right now, by the way. I know you can't tell, but it's off. Alright, let's take that off and let's put on the SL drive here. That's nice. I forgot how nice that pedal was. So basically what I did was I just matched my volume, gave a little more gain. I'm pushing the tone quite a bit because though I want to use it on my back pickup, I also want to be able to use it on any pickup. And it gets a little muddy on the neck pickup. So this is what the SL drive sounds like now. For my ear, pretty usable. I'm actually surprised at how good it sounds. I forgot how good this pedal sounds. The volume pedal obviously is working. A little bit of crackling because it's an old ERNIE Ball. Let's see what the DD5 sounds like. I'm gonna put it in the dotted eighth delay. This is a bust. Now I know that most of you out there in YouTube land probably know why it's a bust. I don't remember the whole concept behind opening, close, and stuff like that, but the red switch is not working for as a tap tempo. Let's move on to the carbon copy. I'm gonna put everything in the center for now and see what it sounds like. I haven't heard this pedal in a really long time. Wow, I forgot how dark that pedal was. I like to use this pedal in two different ways. One is by having it as an always on, and two is really using it as an ambient booster. So right now I'm going to set it up as an always on. Let me move the camera over just a little bit. And what we're going to do is put the mix relatively low, the feedback just center, and the delay temp time pretty slow. And let's see what we got. So as you can see, it doesn't get in the way because it's not prominent. You could even bring the mix a little bit higher. And what that does is you can be able to play anything. And it works, right? So basically it sounds like an echo or like a reverb, right? We're going to go to the stereo wet. If my memory serves me correctly, this is currently loaded with a shimmer. So this middle knob will dial in how much shimmer I want. Typically I don't use and love tons of shimmer, so I keep that relatively low, but what it does do is that it brightens for me if I need it to, right? So I'm going to bring the mix up, the depth up a little bit, really get that ambient thing going. Right? It's not too bad. We could even bring the mix up a little bit more. A quick little update. I happened to plug in this old switcher that I had from This One's Mine. I used to control my Boss DD500 with this. I used to bank up and bank down. It turns out this top switch right here controls, can do tap tempo. Now let's add some drive here from the vintage Overdrive by JOYO. Let's add the SL drive. Not bad. Let's add the vintage overdrive for some solo. Alright, that's pretty good stuff right there. A pedal board that, number one, doesn't even have a power, like a proper power. It has a one spot. Pedals that are relatively cheap right now, with the exception of maybe the NEUNABER Stereo Wet. I think you can find pretty much everything, even the NEUNABER, relatively close to or under $100 used right now. Each one of these pedals, including even some sort of tap switch. I mean, that is, you know, you can get that for $25 on Reverb. Let's come up with one more tone that I really tend to go to, and that's like some sort of ambient swell. I can somewhat emulate that right now with just the delays on and just using my volume. But I know we can do better than that. So let's try my little trick here, which is what I do with the carbon copy is I really bring the mix relatively up. And we're going to bring a little more feedback onto the digital delay as well from the DD5. Now let's try. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that video. I was actually really surprised with how good it sounded. There's some things to be said about less pedals. You know, I was able to hear more of the guitar's character in my tone, right? So it was just straight to the amp and it wasn't too much fluff in between. However, I still enjoy my normal pedal board, but that was a really fun little project. Thank you so much again for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with others to let people know that I do make videos and they should watch it because I'm awesome. Just kidding. Until next time.
There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make it a fair amount of detail.